don't know any artist that I've met or experienced or spent some time with that have a writing partner,
or like a writing friend. Like I understand the concept.
You have a development friend or development. You know what I mean? But you write your shit, you get together and work it out.
Yeah. If anything, I feel like conversations like this are my writing groups.
It gets the
you
brain
know what I mean?
moving.
You go back and you listen to the shit that you said, and you're like, oh, that's got legs.
It stimulates the brain, bro.
Yeah.
You need this type of interaction, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, and it stimulates your brain in one way or another.
Yeah.
And that's true. And how about you, Mike? When was the last time your brain was stimulated?
Oh, I've been really working on music. I've been working on music theory. So earlier today, before the show started.
Have you been practicing? Anything other than harmonica?
I'm just opening up guitar because I need to learn chords, and you can't do chords.
It's so
on harmonica.
depressing learning chords, man. That's what I've been doing. I took like a few day break, and when you're learning guitar, that's a big deal. Like, if you don't do it every single day.
Reset.
But I took like a 3-day break, and I actually was doing a little better. So sometimes they ain't always the worst thing, but the chords are ruining my life. Switching back from D to A and
That's
shit
not,
like that.
Well, the chords aren't killing me. It's the fact that there's like a 7th and a 9th and a 12th chord. Like that's what's killing me.
I haven't got into that yet.
Yeah, don't do that. If you hate what you're doing now, don't go any further.
Yeah, I'm just trying to learn so I could sing a song for IG Live, man. That's it.
Oh, power chords.
I want to sing.
Just power
I want to
chords.
sing "Change." You know, "Change" by Blind Melon, which is a fantastic. Anybody trying to listen to some good music, hit up Blind Melon.
Blind Melon is phenomenal.
It ain't something you hear all the time everywhere.
Change?
So,
Which song is that?
I've never heard of it.
Life is hard. You have to change.
You said Blind Melon?
Yeah, so that's a new song?
Blind Melon. No,
I'm
the
just
dude's been
kidding.
dead
Shut
for
up.
like 20, 30 years.
I get it.
But
He was dead right after that.
Yeah,
That bee- that
they're
stinging
like
bee
the
came
freaks and
over.
geeks of fucking good music. You know what I mean? They had a good season, and but they also have they sing 3 is a magic number. You know, from whatever that show was.
Is it Magic or
Kid Jock-
Loneliest?
The magic
3
from that show on PBS.
3 is the loneliest
it's a
number
magic
that you'll ever
number.
see.
Oh, yeah.
They sing "No Rain," and they also have this song. Oh, and they sing "The Pusher." That's a good ass song. And
Everyone knows No Rain, though, right? I mean,
Yeah,
All
everybody
I can
knows No
say
Rain.
is that my
But the
life
best
is-
song I think they have that a lot of people. Oh, also, anyway, the best song I think they have that I think is extremely underrated from an already underrated band is "Skinned," and it's about a guy who skins people. It's about like a serial killer who is like, I'll make a shoehorn out of your shin, made a lampshade out of your skin. It's such a good song. And he's like, when will I realize that the skin I'm in just isn't mine? It's a fantastic song. Skin
Sounds
by
like
Blind
Silence of the
Melon.
I
Lambs.
saw a movie about that once. Jeepers Creepers, maybe? All right.
Yeah, no, he don't make it. Does he make a mask? Yeah,
Yeah,
he does cut like a little bodysuit
Yeah.
out.
Oh, he puts just the whole, the whole
Says, I
body.
Wonder is a great song by Blind Melon.
I Wonder? I don't think I've heard I Wonder. I'll have to look it
Sing
up.
it for us, JoJo.
Type out the lyrics. Type out the lyrics on there.
I like Blind Melon. I mean, I like the offbeat bands, I guess, like Modest Mouse and Blind Melon and shit like that. But that's why I got out of music, dude. I stopped listening to the radio and started listening to talk. And then when I started doing this and meeting bands here, making good fucking music again, it changed my whole thing. I have music I can listen to again.
Dude, we do
That's
got some fantastic musicians.
Dude,
in
it's
the
great.
city.
In every genre.
I'm because I was the host of Pegasus Lounge, and between comics, basically the whole rumor of Pegasus Lounge is it's a dumpster fire. You know what I mean? And it was for a long time. It's a little better now. Like if you're a
Remember
strong
Pokies?
comic, you come in. Yeah, actually, before this quarantine, Johnny Jones, you could have heard this story if you let me tell it, and then you cut me off. You know what? You should probably tune out. I don't even think you deserve to hear it now. Anyway,
I'll let you tell it, Nick.
the night before. Thank you. I appreciate you, Stan. The last time I was at Pokies, Rio Paris went on before me, and feel however you want about Rio Paris, but the motherfucker's a monster. Like I've seen Rio Paris do like an hour and a half at Pegasus, just stopping by and working shit out. Didn't lose a breath. You know what I mean? And like I said, feel how you will about Rio Paris, but
we took 23 people to the improv for his going away show. We love Real Paris.
Well, I wasn't saying how you feel about Real
saying,
Paris. I was just saying anybody
my
out
point
there who
is-
has any, because
when you're done, I'm going to add to that. Go ahead.
okay, because I was still telling the story, Stan. Don't be that guy.
This is important.
Don't be that guy. I'll let you do
Sorry,
it, and then
Johnny.
you don't. I'll just have to go. I've been talking about
I didn't
starting my own
wanna leave Johnny out
podcast
to
for
dry,
like 3
bro. Go
months.
ahead.
All right. Anyway, listen, bro. So I'm at Pokey's. Real Paris goes on. It's it's Pokey's. Like I've been there once before, and I just had to get a set out, and I got I think Sean Helsep was hosting it. No. What was Sean? No, he used to host the Shuffle. Matty Bill's on Instagram. What the fuck is that?
Matt Williams?
Yeah, Matt Williams. He was hosting. He let me do like 15 minutes, and it wasn't great. It wasn't the worst. It's a weird vibe because it's like everybody's above you. It's like the complete opposite of the improv where you're 5 feet above everybody. At Pokey's, you're like 5 feet below everybody, and nobody cares. But anyway, when I was there, Rio Paris was there, and the dude went on before Rio did all right, and the dude went on before that dude was doing, he was doing, it's Pokey's. You don't go there, ain't no judge of character, you know what I mean? It's just,
You can tell the good or bad, even when they're working shit out.
Well, dude, it don't mean shit. Where am I from?
Understood.
It don't mean shit when people bomb. Like, it really means absolutely
correct.
nothing. Even when they bomb hard. And it really don't mean shit even when people don't. As long as they keep showing up, there's a chance for them to end up fucking dope. Like, that's the only thing. Whether it takes 6 years, 7 years, and I hate saying that because it could take one day. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that. There's people that walk on that stage and you're like, oh, this person's got, you can do things. You know what I mean? Like,
between a natural and someone that has it,
yeah,
and can get it.
And it don't mean just because you're not a natural.
Doesn't
like,
mean you can't
I've
do it.
said before, there's people out there that have never even been told they were funny before, just like in passing in real life, and are doing comedy. Dude, keep doing that shit, because that shit takes balls, bro. And also, this city can afford some shitty comics, because we got so many good ones. As long as the good ones stay good, you know what I mean? As long as they don't fall into that mundane, like, feeling of Tampa, you got to go out there every time, like, bro.
But showcases is why it's important, or are important for the good ones.
Yeah, and when we come back from this shit, I feel like we should all have a little respect for ourselves when we take gigs. You know what I mean? Like, I understand bars ain't had the best life, but bro, we ain't had the best life past few months neither. And that fucking $20, if you get $20 for a showcase, a lot of times you're doing a showcase just to tell jokes to people. Feel however you want about me, but that shit just ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work forever. And we got too much talent to be selling ourselves short. And I understand you got to travel in this business and shit. But if we're gonna have all these live music venues and comedy venues and all these things, we can't be doing shit for.
Can I be
for
a little
peanuts.
so? What you're talking about is a network. People have to get together. Now, I want to give you something just a little bit discouraging, just a little bit of a kind of, well, this $20 might be the best light. I went, and when I worked at radio, I worked for a few years. There was a spot at ESPN that I could have got into, and I didn't take it because it wasn't enough money. Do you know why it wasn't enough money?
I can't hear you.
Because some Joe Schmo wanted to work for free and do the same shit that I was going to do.
Yeah.
With experience. So
yeah, and that's the issue. And I'm saying this without experience. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this like as someone who's been getting paid $20, bro. I ain't getting paid shit.
Right.
But it's hard to have the drive to go out there and get that. And $20 is actually pretty decent. But I'm talking about $20 at the lowest level. You know what I mean?
which it still sucks. Like,
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
shit,
I mean,
that's a
$50
shit.
is a decent gig. If it's weird with comedy because we're telling jokes for 5 or 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, but we're still that's what we do.
And who's promoting you? And I know you're fairly young. It's been a while since we've actually had a comedian in here that's only had about a year and a half under his belt doing open mics. So you're still in that working phase.
Yeah.
But it gets fierce, and then the money comes.
Yeah, but
Not a lot,
But
though.
also at the same time, like we have a lot of opportunity in this city.
You have a lot.
There's so much opportunity, and for there not to be the money there for that opportunity is wild. And as long as other people have their respect for themselves and respect for their craft and have their dignity when they take gigs. Not saying it's if you do something for free or for something for cheap, if you want to do it, that's cool. But don't just take shit just because you can.
Well,
Like,
I think the problem is, and I've had this conversation with musicians, is, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound like shit, but being narrow-minded, when you're talking about going on stage and doing X what you're doing, you're talking about something that is kind of linear, where nowadays you have the opportunity of YouTubes and Patreons and all that other shit. Musicians, they're like, I want to go on stage and I want to rock. And I'm like, well, yeah, but have you ever thought about going to a movie producer and say, hey, can I rock on your movie?
Yeah.
Like, there's opportunity.
And we got all that shit here. Like
We do.
like I was saying with everything, we got a beautiful means for a wonderful ecosystem down here in Tampa. We ain't got to be L.A. or Atlanta or New York. We could be a dope city down here, dude.
And you're still lucky to have
and people
that
talk shit
opportunity.
about Tampa, but they come here and get arrested every fucking year, bro. So, I mean, people will come here. We got 112 million visitors every fucking year, bro. We should take pride in this place, and we should we should love it.
Yeah.
We could still talk shit about it. You know what I mean?
But we are still Florida, man.
Yeah, we're still Florida, bro. But we're a pretty section that is still new to the world. People wait their whole lives and come down here. Like people, dude, I know people
Literally their whole
who
life.
save up every penny so they could bring their family to Florida, to Tampa, Florida, to Clearwater, Florida, which I consider the whole area the Tampa Bay area. You know what I mean? And we got a lot of great potential here, and we should be. People are gonna be fiending for some live entertainment.
Yeah.
When we're allowed to do shit, and I know you want to get on stage, and I know you want to just get out there and do your thing, but also at the same time, man, you got to hold your fucking ground with this shit.
But so for you guys, both of you,
Thank you.
what is that mark? What is that okay, we're not in quarantine anymore.
Hold up a second.
The
dog. What kind
coronavirus-
of ice you got, dog?
That shit took down the Titanic.
That's how you fucking drink
Look at
ice
this.
like a man,
Look
you
at this, bro.
pussy.
That ice is actually from my whiskey. It goes in our whiskey
flex,
glass.
bro. You just put your nutsack in my water. That's nice.
I actually iced my nutsack, made
Well,
a
you-
mold.
That's like a firm handshake. From now
Square
on,
nuts,
like
man. Square
like the
nuts.
show Dominance. Now in the future, without contact, we're gonna have big ice and like
Hold
weird
on,
shit.
Right. Go get them the big ones. All right.
Iceberg challenge.
Dude, I'm gonna take this home. This is gonna be my ice cube for the rest. Like every time I write jokes, I'm gonna get my
Go get them the
my
big,
ice
the big
cube.
red box. So I've got
If
something
this-
else.
Hold on,
coming
if
for you.
this shit melts, my cup's gonna overflow.
But out of curiosity, like, what is that point for you? Like, I know Nick, you when we talked, when you Skyped in with us, you were a bit nervous with what was going on. You're like, I'm quarantining, I've got kids, I've got a wife, I got a family, blah 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 blah. You like, what's that point for you now? Florida is so on. We're in phase 1. Is when we hit phase 3, what does that really mean to you? Are you looking for a test? Are you looking for a COVID answer? Are you?
Yeah. Well,
How
first-
are you going to go to comedy shows and football games and see goddamn Tom Brady? Because goddamn it, I want to go see Tom
Oh,
Brady.
actually, speaking of Tom Brady, I'm not gonna say what vehicle he was in or anything.
It was a Tesla.
But no. But listen, I had made a wrong turn into one buck place, and I was making a U-turn out, and I was at the longest light ever, and I'm like 85%, 80% sure it was Tom Brady in front of me.
Probably.
And right before I got up next to him, he whipped that right, and I couldn't see him.
Just show him.
And yeah, it was just cool. I'm glad he's in the city, dude. Don't make it too weird for him.
Oh, I'm okay because I don't want to go to the games.
It's like
It's
when
hot in
it's
Florida.
like, oh, I want to go to a game. This is the most I've wanted to go to a game.
So I've got
ever.
some big boys coming to you right now. Those are some big whiskey ice cubes.
What am I gonna do with this, bro?
No, you just look at it. I'm just showing you.
Is this the ice for my? Is this for my family, bro? Thank you. I appreciate that, dog. I'll set that on my fireplace mantle when I get one. That thing is nice, dude. Do I get? Yeah, I don't have one.
I mean, if you want it, you can take it. If
Yeah,
not,
dude,
whatever.
Look at this thing.
You're like
I'm gonna dance
Goku.
with this, bro. I'll
Is that
throw this
Goku?
through an enemy's window.
We got Goku over there. He's throwing ice balls like Sub-Zero.
This thing's fucking nice.
Yeah, that's how you drink whiskey like a man.
Yeah,
with
that's
big
what
old
I heard,
balls.
dude. I just drink it with regular ice.
That's gay.